welcome back, everybody. Here we go. We're continuing. Bet you didn't see that coming. Okay, we're hitting round 4. All right, we're carrying on. Okay, let's do a recap. I was getting excited. Let's do a recap. On the screen, you'll see everybody's picks there. I don't want to go through it all. It seems very long, but let's do it anyway. We got Dave with Gibbs, Jen with Chase, Richard with Bijan, Wayne with Puka, the Buddies with Christian McCaffrey, Ty with Taylor, Dallas with James Cook, Rob with Amon-Ra, Sunil took CeeDee Lamb, Jeremy took Achan, I took Genty, Tom took Chase Brown. Then in the second round, Tom takes Justin Jefferson, I go Kenneth Walker, Jeremy kept JSN, Sunil went Drake London, Rob went AJ Brown, Dallas went Hampton, Ty went Olave, the Buddies went Nico, Wayne went McBride, Richard went Devonta, Jen went Derrick Henry, and Dave went Garrett Wilson. All right, into the third round, we have Dave with Jeremiah Love, Jen with Saquon, Richard with Breece Hall, Wayne with Jacobs, the Buddies with Kyron, Ty keeps Josh Allen, Dallas picks up T. Higgins, Rob goes with Bucky Irving, Sunil with Lamar, Jeremy with Terry McLaurin, and with his 2 picks at the end of round 3, Richard goes Drake May and takes the risky pick of Malik Neighbors. Okay, so now, I thought it'd be fun to continue on, because why not? Because life's fun, so let's enjoy it and do some fun stuff. So we're going to continue on to the 4th and into the 5th round. So I'm going to try and keep the same pace we're going and see how it plays out. So in the 4th round, the first pick of the 4th round would have been Tom's, but Tom has Zay Flowers as a keeper. So it's back to me. So as a reminder, I just didn't have a pick in the 3rd round. So I have Genty and Walker along with Ibuka and Scatabo. So I need a receiver here for sure. Again, the tight ends feels a big drop off, and I do have 2 picks in 5. So if there's a good quarterback there, maybe I could look at a quarterback, but maybe not. Probably not, but we'll see. So yeah, I had 3 running backs, so I'm gonna go receiver. I do like Waddle a little bit. Ladd McConkey's interesting. Devontae Adams, I don't want to take that chance. So based on all of that, I'm gonna take, I'm gonna go Ladd McConkey. I take that chance. Hopefully there's no Keenan Allen there by the end of the year or the end of preseason, and I'm gonna take Ladd McConkey. All right, next up we have Jeremy. Jeremy had a keeper. Sorry, let's go back to the start. Jeremy kept JSN, Brock Bowers, then drafted Achan in 1 and drafted Terry McLaurin in 3. So he has 2 running backs, 2 receiver, a running back, and a tight end through 3 rounds. So for running back, if that's where he's looking, I don't know. Maybe you could go receiver here and go full hero RB, right? Because otherwise, his running backs are getting pretty low anyway, right? So he's got DeAndre Swift, Chuba Hubbard, Jalen Warren, kind of in this tier. Receivers, we got Waddle, Adams, Evans, Tate. Quarterbacks, we got Burrow and Daniels. You know what? I think he's going to pull the trigger. I think he's going to take Jaden Daniels. Take the stack. It's a little bit of a drop off. You can go hero RB here a little bit. See who comes around in 5. I think there's a good chance there's going to be pretty much a guy all along the same. It's like Swift, Hubbard, Warren, Ramondre, Jadarian Price, Dowdle, Pollard, RJ Harvey. Like all those guys are going to be there next round. So I think having Daniels and McLaurin, hopefully they're both healthy this year. I think that's a good pairing. Next up would have been Sunil, but he kept Trevion Henderson in that spot. So now we're back to Rob. So Rob had kept Javonte Williams and Quinshon Judkins. Then he drafted Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, and then Bucky Irving. I think this is where maybe he could have gone quarterback last time. Maybe he couldn't have. Maybe he took the chance and waited. So I am going to give him Joe Burrow. I think I don't know if there's going to be this much of a quarterback run, but I do think because we have keepers and who's left, it is probably the best player left on the board all around. So why not just take him? Okay, next up we have Dallas. So Dallas, let's see, what did Dallas do again? Dallas kept Roman Dunze, Alec Pierce, and then drafted James Cook, O'Marion, Hampton, and T. Higgins. I still think we're early on tight ends. I think that's kind of now where the quarterback drop-off is. Maybe in that next 6th, 7th round. Haha, 6th, 7th. It's kind of going to be where the next kind of quarterbacks start to go. Maybe the end of 5, depending on how the board goes. Because we are a 3 receiver, 3 flex league, I think he's going to go receiver. And I think he's going to take the chance on Jalen Waddle. Okay, next up we have Ty. Ty kept Josh Allen in 3, Colson Loveland, and then drafted Jonathan Taylor and Chris Olave. When I was doing my research, I found some fun stuff out. So in the first 5 rounds, for every year since 2020, Ty has drafted a rookie in one of the 5 rounds every year. Always takes a rookie in the first 5 rounds. So I think this is where our second rookie is going to go, because I think he's not going to wait, because I think he might go before his turn next time. So I'm going to give him Carnell Tate as a receiver. Okay, next up we have the buddies. Jay and Adam, who normally would be drafting, but they have a keeper in Tedro McMillan. So after that, we have Wayne. So as a scan, we always say Wayne does not keep players. And so we have Puka Nacua, Trey McBride, and Josh Jacobs as his players so far. Again, I think quarterbacks and tight ends are a little bit further down the line, so there's no sense going that route. He does just have the 1 running back, so I think he'll go and get a second one. He is kind of the starting running back right now in Chicago. I think he'll be for most of the year, and I'll give him DeAndre Swift. I like Monungai, but I think Monungai is just an extra piece. I think Swift is kind of still the main guy there, so I'm going to give him Swift. Right, next up is Richard. So as a reminder, Richard has had the extra picks with the trades he made. So after this pick, he doesn't have a pick until the 6th round, but already he has Bayshal Tootin and Christian Watson, who he kept. Then he drafted Bijan in the 1st, Devonta Smith in the 2nd, and in the 3rd round with his extra picks, he drafted Breece Hall, Drake May, and Malik Neighbors. So he's kind of already got one risky receiver. I think his running backs are solid with all 3 of them, with Hall, Bijan, and Tootin. Christian Watson's probably, he's got to play more than half a year, right? Hopefully. And I think Devonta Smith is pretty solid. But again, because we are I just keep looking at his picks. Because we are multi-receiver, multi-flex, I think he's going to go receiver. I do like Adams, Evans, Metcalf, Bryan, kind of more than Chuba Hubbard, Jalen Warren, Stevenson, Jadarian Price, more than Dak, more than Lawrence, more than Hurts. Just taking Neighbors, I think Evans is maybe a little bit safer play. A little bit safer. Because I don't like Metcalf. I don't like Adams did okay, but it's because all he got was touchdowns last year. You know what? I'm gonna kind of make him I'm gonna give him a little bit of a reach, and give him Brian Thomas Jr. I think he's gonna be a solid receiver. I think he was banged up at the beginning of last year. I think he's good. I think he'll be surprised. I think he's going to be the receiver to come out of the way in Jacksonville. All right, since this is going to be a little bit shorter video, I'll do a quick recap here on round 4. So we started off with Tom keeping Zay Flowers. I drafted Ladd McConkey. Jeremy drafted Drayden Daniels. Sunil kept Travion Henderson. Rob drafted Joe Burrow. Dallas went Jalen Waddle. Ty went Carnell Tate. The Buddies went Tedrow McMillan as a keeper. Wayne went DeAndre Swift. Richard went Brian Thomas Jr. Jen kept Rashee Rice. Dave kept George Pickens. And now we're back to Dave to start the 5th round. So as we said, Dave has Pickens and Burden. And then drafted Gibbs and Garrett Wilson, as well as Jeremiah Love. So he's got 2 running backs and 3 receivers. As we head into the 5th round. So at this point, we got Hubbard, Warren, Stevenson, Jadarian Price for running backs. Quarterbacks, if he likes any of them, we got Prescott, Lawrence, Hurts, and then a little bit of a drop to Goff, Dart, Matthew Stafford. I'm going to take or give Dave Mike Evans. I think he'll be a little bit more safe. Sorry. Let's see. No, I'm going to do that because he has Gibbs and Love, 2 kind of more high-end running backs potentially. So I'm going to give him Mike Evans. Okay. Jen is keeping David Montgomery in this spot, which brings it to me. I'm drafting in Richard's spot as a result of our trade. So as a recap, I kept Ibuka, who I'm keeping at the end of the 5th round, and I have Scatabo. Drafted Ashton Genty in 1, Kenneth Walker in 2, and did not have a pick in the 3rd round. So I have 3 running backs, 2 receivers. No, 1 receiver. 2 with Labaconk in the last round. Sorry. So because I have 3 running backs, I'm going to stay away from the Hubbard, Jalen Warren, Stevenson, Jadarian Price. I'm really going with a late round quarterback strategy this year. I don't see the need to draft one early. If you want the elite guys, great. But I think after them, everyone else is pretty much the same. I don't like Devonta Adams. I think he's a risky play, but he is a little bit better, probably more trustworthy than DK. I don't want anything to do with Aaron Rodgers or any kind of connection like that, but I might have to do that. I liked having Marvin Harrison last year, but having him as a 2nd round pick versus a 5th round pick this year is a big difference. Pittman I want nothing to do with. I feel like he ruined my year. And I do like the Cuge, but I think it's too early for him. I have an early 6th round pick. I already have a keeper at the end of 5. I can play the board, see who I like between running backs, because there's a few guys there further down I like better than Hubbard and Warren. I'm going to draft for myself Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay, next up we have Wayne. Wayne, we have Puka Nacua, Trey McBride, Josh Jacobs, DeAndre Swift. So he's got 2 and 2. No, sorry, 1 receiver, 1 tight end, and 2 running backs. So I do think he's going to go receiver. Knowing Wayne, I think he's going to stay away from Adams, especially because he has Puka. So I'm going to give him DK Metcalf. Oh, I did it again. Oh, apparently my cut and paste did not work. Cut. There we go. Okay, next up we have the Buddies. So the Buddies in the last round kept Tedrow McMillan, Caleb Williams as a keeper later on, and then drafted Christian McCaffrey, Nico Collins, and Kyron Williams. So we have 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and a quarterback. See, this is where I'm stuck on these running backs and then quarterbacks. Try not to let my own influence on where I think quarterback should be going here. I think they'll start to go soon. Tight ends, I think we at least got another round or so before the next ones start to go. So I think I'm just going to hit this one home with another running back or receiver. He's got Tetaroa, Kyron, Nico, McCaffrey, Caleb. I'm going to give him Devonta Adams. The buddies like to take risky guys, I think, from what I remember. So I am going to give them Devonta Adams. Okay, next up we have Ty. So Ty gave Carnell Tate last round. He kept Josh Allen in 3. Olave, he drafted in 2. Jonathan Taylor in 1. And then kept Colston Loveland in 9 as well. So quarterback, tight end, 2 receivers, and a running back. So I don't think he'll go tight end. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he did. Hubbard, Warner, Stevenson. I think either one of them could work here. They're tough guys, I think, to take. Would he go quarterback? I don't think Ty has ever gone early quarterback, if I remember correctly. Oh, but he already has quarterback. Sorry, Josh Allen. So never even mind. He's not going to go tight end because he's Loveland, I think. I'll give him Chuba Hubbard. I don't know if that's what he'll do. He seems safe until we hear more. Okay. Next up we have Dallas. Dallas has Jalen Waddle in the 4th. T. Higgins in the 3rd, Omarion Hampton in 2, James Cook in 1, along with Adonze and Pierce. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. Yeah, 4 receivers, 2 running backs. So he's got Denver. I think it's too early for Knicks. Higgins, Burrow's already gone. Hampton and Cook, no. Chicago's gone. Daniel Jones is too early. So I don't know if he would go quarterback. He might. He's got a good start. I don't know if he'd take Jalen Warren. He's got 2 stud running backs. At least I think he does. And Cook and Hampton. He's got 4 receivers, so I don't think he's going to go another one at this point. It's too early for the rest of the tight ends. I think his choice here is quarterback or running back. I mean, you're looking at Jalen Warren, Stevenson, Jadarian Price, Rico Dowdle versus Prescott, Lawrence Hurts. I think you got to go quarterback here. Because, I mean, the receivers are Pittman, Huge, Josh Downs, Wandale, and Parker. I think he's going to go, quarterback. I think he's going to take the one with 2 receivers, 2 good receivers, and give himself a draft for himself, Dak Prescott. Okay, next up we have Rob. Rob had kept Javonte Williams and Quinton Judkins, then drafted Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown, Bucky Irving, and Joe Burrow. So 2 running backs, 3 running backs. So he doesn't need to go running back, which I think is a good spot to be in. Because again, we're still at Jalen Warren, Ramondre, Jadarian Price, Rico Dowdle kind of spot. Tight end, again, I think it's too early, and he already went quarterback. So I think for Rob, we're back to wide receivers. We're looking at Michael Pittman, Quentin Johnson, Josh Downs, Wandale Robinson, Parker Washington. I honestly think this is a good spot for probably. I don't like Pittman, but I think he'll get the ball. I think Quentin Johnson's a really good sneaky play. I know he had a couple really boom weeks, but I think if they don't bring back like Keenan Allen, I think you'll see a huge uptick in Quentin Johnson's numbers. But I think the safer play and what most people would probably do is take Josh down. So I'm gonna give Rob Josh Downs. Okay, next up we have Sunil. Sunil, as I mentioned before, had kept Trivion in the last round, and then Etienne in the 7th. And then CeeDee Lamb, Drake London, and Lamar Jackson. So he's already got a quarterback. He's got no tight end. 2 running backs, 2 receivers. 2 receivers. And a quarterback. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and a quarterback, yeah. He's got the quarterback already. I don't think he's going to take one of these tight ends just yet. You could probably get one of them in the next round, like a Fannin, Laporta, Pitts kind of guys. I think he's going to go receiver. Who does he have again? CD Drake Lamar. I'm going to give him Quentin Johnson. First round draft pick, former first round receiver, right? They're usually pretty good. Usually. So I think he'll kind of continue his growth and will be good for Sunil. Okay, next up we have Jeremy. Jeremy, 5th round pick. He had Jaden Daniels in 4, McLaurin in 3, kept Jackson Smith and Jigba in 2, Achane in 1, and also has Bowers in 9. So I think he's pretty much got to go running back. I have a keeper next pick, so there's 4 picks till his next spot. Tom has 2 picks. He's just got the 1 running back, right? 1 running back, 3 receivers. Nope, 2 receivers. Right here we have Jefferson and Flowers, Chase Brown, Tyler Warren. So he's probably going 1 of each. So Jeremy has to take a shot on who he likes the best. He's like Jerry LeWarn, who was pretty much an underdog all last year, who did really well. Ramondre, who's going to be sharing with Travion. Jadarian Price is rookie in Seattle, who's got lots of upside. Or does he go to that Rico Dowdle, Tony Pollard, RJ Harvey section? Achane, Jigba, McLaurin, Bowers, Daniels. I don't really know. I'm gonna give him Jalen Warren. I think he's going to go running back because I think he can grab pretty much a receiver who are all pretty much the same there in the next round. You might as well grab a running back kind of near the top of what's left there while he can, and then you can secure kind of a receiver. All that's about the same. Ooh, this round's taking a little bit longer. Okay, finally, after my keep pick of Emeka Egbuka, Tom is up. So as I said before, Tom drafted Chase Brown in 1. Justin Jefferson in 2, did not have a pick in 3, kept Zay Flowers in 4, and has Tyler Warren in 7. So he's got 2 picks here. We'll just do the 1. I think he's got to go running back, which is Chase Brown, right? So I'm going to give him the rookie and give him Jadarian Price. I think he'll shoulder the load for a little bit while Charbonnet gets healthy. They only have one other running back, I believe, there, and that's what he'll do. So full recaps on the screen there. You can see everybody who I picked there in rounds 4 and 5. That was a lot of fun. I will get these videos edited up and get them both out right away. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Talk to you later, and goodbye.